Here we go. Week 6 of the college football slate, and people are already ready to go here. Drunk Driver H3 in here at 5:45 this morning. Brad setting his alarm, getting ready to go. John Stafford. I would follow you into the burning inferno of the sun, Brad. Time to get it back this weekend. 3-3 so far in the season. Before we get into all the picks, recap a little bit of what happened last week. You can always track all the plays that we give out on the show by using the BetStamp app. BetStamp is the easiest way to improve as a sports bettor because it allows you to use multiple sports books and always get the best odds. We recommend using an odds comparison tool like BetStamp to help you improve as a bettor. BetStamp compares the odds across every sports book for games, futures, and player props. You can save time and money by checking BetStamp before you bet. Make sure to download the app today as well as sign up on web. You can also check out the link in the description if you want to sign up for new sports books that you see up on the screen here today that maybe you don't have yet. So make sure to sign up using that link. It does help support the show. Brad, 3-3 so far on the season. We go 1-1 again last week. I mean, you're looking at, we have Cal minus 10.5. That one goes and closes minus 13.5. They win 24-21 against Arizona State. Then you look at Oregon, minus 26, goes at minus 27. They win 42-6 against Stanford. You lose the Cal one. We win Oregon, but what are we looking at in terms of how things have gone here so far this season and the closing line that we've been getting on some of these games and just kind of the results that we've been getting? Is it just stick to the process, things will turn around for us?
Yeah, I mean, we've gotten closing line on 5 of the 6. That doesn't necessarily obviously translate to a 5-1 record. I have a little bit of regret, even though we got 2.5 points, almost 3 points there on the Cal Arizona State game. It's just a Cal offense, tough to lay points with when they're relatively inconsistent. But happy with the CLV on that one, but you got to win. That's the most important thing. On the other game, I got to tell you, when it was 6-0 Stanford, early second quarter, I was just imagining the angry tweets and the comments. But that handicap worked out well. A lot of people said, it would be Oregon, the team that would, how interested would they be? Well, they showed that they maybe weren't interested at the start of the game, but my handicap was I'm not sure how much Stanford has left in the tank. First-year coach, depth-shy team, and after 2 big-time efforts at home, all 60-minute-plus games against Sacramento State and Arizona, they fell apart. And Oregon was clearly the superior team up and down the field the final 3 quarters. So at least we got that one in. Let's try to go 2-0 today, though.
Let's do it. Let's try to go 2-0 here today. Before we get into these picks here, I just want to remind people, we got Austin Zuki in the chat saying he created a YouTube account just to be able to subscribe and like the show. Now, that's dedication. We appreciate that. But if you're watching right now, you haven't hit the like button, please make sure to hit like. I see there was about 260 people watching right now. There was about 20 likes on the stream. That's just not enough. So hit that like button. We do appreciate it. Brad, we'll get into the picks here today. So we'll start with the first game. We're looking at 3 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday, October 7th. We're going rotation number 380, 379. What is the pick in this game here?
We're going to lay the points here with UCLA. We're going to lay 3 with UCLA. Let's start off with my power rating. I made it 4.5. So we got a 1.5 off of a very key number here with the Bruins. Where do I see the mispricing for me? Probably twofold. Number one, I'm not sure UCLA's defense is getting enough credit in the marketplace. I know when you think UCLA, first gut instinct, you think Chip Kelly, you think offense. But this year's UCLA defense is legit. Almost single-handedly won them the Utah game. There was some missed opportunities by a young quarterback, UCLA, in that Utah game, in that one. But I think off a bye, it's a good reset for him and this UCLA offense. And then, Washington State's been really good this season, but their 2 big-time performances have come at home against Wisconsin, turnover aided in that game, and then against Oregon State. This is their big it's tough making the Rose Bowl a big-time atmosphere, but at least it's their first big-time road game here, playing with a little bit of pressure now, unbeaten. So UCLA for me, I made it 4.5. Let's go ahead and lay the 3 here.
All right, so there you go. Pick number 1, we'll take UCLA -3. We tracked that one at -109. There is widely available -3s, -110s as well out there. See certain books I'm seeing even on the screen popping up, especially if you are in Ontario, you can get -3, -105, and I'm sure our friends over at a certain sports book in Ontario as well probably have like a -1.5 as Knish will be driving across the border to go and scoop that one up this weekend. But Brad, pick number 2 here we'll get into. We're going to be looking 3 p.m. Or 7:30 p.m. Excuse me, on Saturday, October 7th as well. Here, rotation numbers 401, 402. In that game, what is the best bet that we have here?
We're going to take Michigan. We're going to lay the big number with the Wolverines. I did not confer with the Michigan homer Knish on this one, so hopefully he agrees. He's been, a couple weeks ahead of me as far as the Michigan love here. But first and foremost, made the game 21. We're sitting at 19.5. Let me tell you, this is first a teaching moment. If you want to bet early week markets, you got to ask yourself this. We're sitting at 19.5. Very dead number. Not much difference between obviously 19.5, 19. Is it going to go down or is it going to go up? You got to ask yourself that. And I'm pretty confident it's going to go up, not only because my power rating made it 21, but you also look at market. Michigan took money, but even though they hadn't covered a point spread all season up until the Nebraska game last week, they took money in the marketplace. Last week, Minnesota was heavily bet against, mainly due to some key injuries for them. And I'm not sure if those players, even if they come back, are going to be 100% healthy for them this week. I think Michigan found something in the easy blowout win over Nebraska, a Nebraska team that outplayed this Minnesota team that we're fading here in week 1. So mainly it's just anticipating a market move. It's playing a power rating. And it's also a Michigan team that finally got the offense going last week against a banged-up Minnesota team that's not going to have any success offensively. Let's lay the 19.5 with Michigan here and watch it, close 21-ish.
All right, so there you go. Pick number 2, Michigan -19.5. Mr. Knish is going to be very, very happy with this one, I'm sure, and the support that we've shown for it. But if you want to hear his thoughts on this pick, you want to hear his thoughts on this game, you can make sure to tune in 5 p.m. here on the Hit the Books channel. Mr. Brad Powers, Joey Knish, 5 p.m. every Monday and Friday. Parker Fleming, Douglas Farmer every Tuesday at 4 p.m. here on Hit the Books. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications just like our friend Drunk Driver did early at 5:45 this morning. That's dedication. You get up, turn your notifications on. Austin Zuki subscribing and liking the stream, creating a channel just to do so. So greatly appreciate that. But Brad, thank you as always to everyone who tuned in here this morning. Thank you guys so much for the support, for coming out. And on your way out, make sure to like this stream. But we will see you guys back here 5 p.m. Eastern time for Hit the Books. Brad Powers, Joey Knish. We'll see you guys then.